So hello from the other side, but I'm not going to sing like Adele would. So I'm Tanja Aitamurto. I'm from Stanford University. I'll talk about civic crowd analytics today. But I want to start with a very fundamental question. What is democracy? Anybody? What does democracy mean to us? Self-government, that's right. Anything else? What was it? Rule of the people by the people, exactly. And how do we govern ourselves? And how do we rule ourselves? It's by participation. And traditionally, we participate by voting in elections. And now we have all these new methods for participation, like crowdsourcing, that allows us to participate even between the elections. For instance, the city of Palo Alto here in California is crowdsourcing people's feedback for its comprehensive city plan update. So how this works is that people are asked to send in their comments and ideas for this urban planning strategy. For instance, this comprehensive city plan governs important issues like transportation and housing. And now the city of Palo Alto is asking people to send in their ideas. How could we solve issues in transportation, for instance? How could we improve the situation in rush hour traffic? Who wouldn't like to solve that problem? And let's meet Hillary. She's an urban planner in the city of Palo Alto, and she's one of the leaders of this crowdsourced policymaking process. And Hillary is really happy, as we can see in the picture. And she's happy because people participate so actively. There's hundreds and thousands of those comments already online. People have so many ideas how to solve issues with transportation and housing and all that. But for the very same reason, Hillary is very frustrated because there's too much of the data. So that data is accumulating into these large spreadsheets, it's unstructured, and Hillary doesn't have any tools or resources to analyze all this data. So what happens here is that Hillary and all the other city staff members and people who are involved in these civic engagement projects, they are experiencing civic data overload. And we have this problem because we have this huge bottleneck between the citizens' input, our participation, our will to govern ourselves, and then we don't have any tools or resources to analyze the data, and that complicates the channeling that data into the policymaking process. And because of this huge problem, in many cases, that civic engagement that happens online, people's participation doesn't really matter because nobody reads all that input and it's not even considered to the policy. So we're just making lip service to democracy. So this is the same situation, what would happen if we vote in elections, which I hope that we all do in a couple of months, and then our votes were not counted in elections. How would we feel about that? That's why we designed and developed Civic Crowd Analytics. It's a web application for analyzing the civic data with artificial intelligence like machine learning and natural language processing. So what we do with Civic Crowd Analytics is this. For instance, Hillary can now upload all her data from the comprehensive city plan update, and then we automate the data analytics process for her. So she can see, instead of seeing all this unstructured data in these chaotic spreadsheets, she sees nice graphic results of the data analytics. She sees what people care about in terms of transportation. And also, she can drill deeper into these, for instance, categories, what are popping up, what are surfacing in all that crowdsourced data. And also, we do sentiment analysis so that Hillary can see what people think about transportation, what do they think, what's negative, what's positive, and so on. And so as a result, we turn these spreadsheets into more meaningful results, and we make sense out of all these big data sets that we have. And that's how we make our society more democratic and participatory, because the government can identify people's needs faster in a more efficient way. And then that's how we turn this civic engagement process to actual participation and actual democracy. And we are gaining some global attention already. There's a lot of needs for this type of data analytics tools for large data sets. We were chosen as finalists at the HPE Living Progress Challenge this year, and also we will present in a month at the World Forum for Democracy in Strasbourg, France. So with this, I'm happy to take any questions and comments, and we'll have a live demo there at our table. Thank you.